Alright, so this is going to be a lychee tomato review. Now, I did a review in the past, but I don't think I actually showed the plant and the flowers and doing a taste test in one video. So I figured I'd revisit it again this year, and this will probably be the last time I'm going to do this. So I didn't plan to grow this plant, by the way. This kind of came up as a volunteer. You can see it's just growing all over the place, and this is really not a plant you want to grow in your path where you got to walk around in your greenhouse. But being that it came up on its own, I just let it grow. I didn't want to rip it down. And I figured, you know what, I'm going to have lychee tomatoes this year, so let's let it grow, and then I'll get some lychee tomato seeds, and then I can offer those seeds online. I don't believe I have seeds I saved from last year. At least not very many. Maybe just enough for me to start, one or two plants or something like that. But this is what it looks like. And if you let them ripen all the way like this, they'll come right out of the husk. But if you try to get them out of the husk when they're like that, it's a little bit hard. So a lot of people complain about getting pricked when they go to get the lychee tomatoes. If you just leave them on a plant like that, the husk will peel back and you'll be able to get the lychee tomato out of there, no problem. Now this is quite a big one. This one's as big as a cherry tomato. But a lot of them are ripening and falling off the plant already. And this is why all these volunteers came up to begin with, because they ripen, they fall. They look like regular cherry tomatoes. I mean, you can see cherry tomatoes falling on the floor over there. At least I think that's one. And this is what they look like. So they look almost the same thing. So you can't tell a difference. I'm not going to bend down to pick up cherry tomatoes. So they fall down, and I don't know that they're lychee tomatoes, and they start popping up like crazy. But they're coming out everywhere at this point right now. I'm getting ready to start picking them because they're coming out and they're falling to the ground. So you can see there's some already here that fell, and I'm picking them up. So they're not going to be popping up every year. I really don't want these things to randomly pop up. I don't mind growing them. It's just I don't want them in the middle of my walkway like they're doing now. So here's one here. I'm going to pull that one off. See, they come right off if you let them ripen. Now this one's fully ripened. This is pretty big. This is as big as a cherry tomato. And the one that I'm going to do a taste test on is even bigger. So just wanted to show you what that looks like. Here's the husk when it's green. When it's green in the husk, this year, man, they really got big. They truly did. That's the dead flower. See, there's flowers here. This thing's got flowers all over it. I mean, it's unbelievable. Now, this is actually an invasive species in many countries, so you can't even own these seeds in certain countries. I think Mexico is one of them. A lot of Central America is. You can't even grow this in that country. If they see it, they rip it down because it's that invasive of a species. So it's very invasive, and it's not in the U.S. yet, but it might become that way. I'm getting attacked by mosquitoes. So let's pick one here. If I could get away from the mosquitoes attacking me. I'm hungry for my blood. There's a nice big one right here. See how easy it came out? No problem at all. Look at that. That is a beauty if I ever seen one. So we're going to eat that one. And I'm going to try and describe the flavor for you. Just wanted to show you what it looks like. Now, I don't have a way to cut them open in here. Unfortunately, I'd cut it open and show it to you. But maybe we'll take it to the bench and I'll do it there. But I want to taste test this one right now. I'm actually in a mood for this. Looking at it like, man, that's got to be good, right? Well, let's turn you around. All right, guys, here it is. The lychee tomato. That's it. And it's got like a stickiness to the outside of it, so it's not gross or anything, but it's kind of like a tomatillo. If you ever grown tomatillos and you pick them and eat them, they got like a stickiness to the outside of that fruit, but it's not bad or anything. It's like a resin or something. But that's it. I'll bite it in half and show you the inside of it, and we'll see what it looks like. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a strange plant. It's like a mix between the tomato and the berry. And it's not very sweet at all. But it doesn't taste exactly like tomato. It does have a little bit of a tomato flavor, but not exactly like a tomato. But it's more like, almost like a berry in texture and experience, the seeds. It's not like a tomato is just a different texture-wise feel in your mouth. This is more like eating a berry, but with a slight tomato flavor. But it's not sweet at all. At least this one wasn't. Maybe if I let them ripen. There is a very slight hint of sweetness, but not a real lot. It's not crazy sweetness, you know. Let me pick a smaller one for you guys. Maybe the smaller one's got more sweetness in them. I don't have it. They're all big this year, all these things. They're not, none of these are small. Here's a small one. Get you in the light. How's that? A little small ones. And it's really ripe too. This was about to fall. So let's try that. I almost spit it out. It was very like sour, tart, and tangy. No sweetness at all really on it. Like I said, I almost spit it out. Was not digging that flavor too much. There's another one. Let's try that one. Which is, it seems like they get nastier as they get, you know, riper. That one I spit out. That one tasted like it went sour a little bit. You know, if they sit on there and they don't fall, they can go sour like a tomato, a rotten tomato. Here's another one. I got tons of these things, man. They're growing all over the place. Let's try that. Then ever so slight sweetness. Most of it tastes tangy and with a slight tomato flavor. Really no sweetness. Mostly seeds. And that's really it. Can you make a tomato sauce with this? I don't know. I might try that if I can grow enough of these and I get, you know, fill up a 5-gallon pail, squish them down, remove the seeds. It'd be a lot of work, but I would try it. I don't think it would taste very good, but I don't know. But yeah, that's really all I got to say about it. It's, you know, not the tastiest thing in the world, but they're fun to grow and they do come up on their own. If you grow these things, even up here up north, you know, I'm in the zone 6A or 5B or something like that. So my zone is really cold. That's 10, 12, 15 below zero. And these seeds still come up during every summer and every spring on their own. So if they could do that here, they could do it anywhere. So if you're looking for some kind of permaculture or something like that, you want to come up on its own, give it a try. I mean, just keep in mind that this thing can become a problem. It's like an Everglade tomato. Once they get established, you can't get rid of these things. So just keep that in mind and just grow with caution. All right, so that was your lychee tomato review. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.